Full time here at St James's Road. It's finished Brackley Town at 1, Hemel Hempstead Town at 2. It's the Tudors' first pre-season victory of the campaign so far. And I'm joined alongside me by Jack Devonport and Jack Cunningham, who were your commentators throughout the game. So, Jack, firstly, obviously we were at Torquay last weekend. Did you see any differences to the side today?
Yeah, I think at Torquay it was a step up in opposition, so we maybe expected them to do a little bit worse than in the previous friendlies, but they've come out with the higher opposition, maybe a bit more intense, and they've played really, really well at Torquay. And the same today. It was a bit of a struggle in the first 5 minutes, but once they sort of weathered the storm, they played really, really well.
And Jack, it's been a few weeks since you last saw the Tudors.
Yep.
St Ives been the last game. A different opposition today.
Yeah.
How well do you think that we held them at various points in the game, and how well do you think we were going forward in the second half?
I mean, first of all, I have to say I think it was a fantastic game of football. I don't think didn't look like it was a pre-season friendly at all. I think apart from maybe 10 minutes or so when the pace dropped off in the game, but apart from that, I thought it was a really intense game of football. And Brackley are a good, strong side, playoffs last season. And I thought second half, I mean, Evans scores that absolute worldie, doesn't he? And we pushed them hard, we pressed them hard, but we had to defend well in the second half because Brackley really came at us, especially when we equalised. We defended well. It was solid defensive performance. Bowness did what he had to do in the second half. Some good, solid saves, good grabs. It was just a really all-round impressive performance against, as I say, a strong team.
You mentioned Danny Bowness there, and he did make some fantastic saves, especially in that first half. And Jack caught up with him, and here's what he had to say.
How are you feeling after that result, I
feel really good, actually. First win in pre-season. I think we've put in some good performances here and there. We just haven't got the results, but today, it felt good to finally get a win in pre-season.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, teams gone behind a few other times in games, but they haven't responded. So, it was great to see come back and win the game. And again, it's a really good side as well.
Yeah, definitely, because obviously they're sort of a promotion-chasing team in the Conference North. So it's always good to compare ourselves to a team of that quality. So I think, me personally, and I assume the team, just really happy to be getting a result like that against a team like that, especially seeing as we went one goal down. Yeah,
exactly. And I mean, do you think now the team's starting to gel? Lee's starting to get his ideas across, and how are you feeling about all that?
Yeah, I think now, because obviously we've been together probably nearly a month now, so everyone's getting a better understanding, like what everyone's strengths, weaknesses are. So it's a lot easier for us now to get a good performance out because everyone knows what everyone's about.
Yeah. So I mean, second half you had a few saves to make, ones I'd say you should make, but the first half you made some absolutely world-class saves. Do you want to talk us through them?
Well, that's what I'm there for, to make saves, but yeah, it's just one of them. Sometimes you make the saves every time, sometimes you don't, but today was one of them days where I just felt really good. I was getting my hand on everything, making saves, so I was just really pleased with that. Yeah, hopefully I can carry that on. Yeah,
how are you feeling? Obviously, you're feeling really good from this game. How are you feeling just in general? Are you just itching to get the season going now?
Yeah, definitely. We've been back training sort of so long. Obviously, we got delayed an extra month. It's one of them ones. It's just a difficult situation, what we had to make the best of. So, just really looking forward to the season finally getting underway, and not just pre-season, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and finally, what's your view on getting fans back into the ground?
Obviously, fan safety and all, but it's a lot. When there's fans in the ground, it makes a huge difference. Both as an attacking team and a defending team, it's just really important. Even if we just get a few fans in, it gives the team a big boost. So I really hope we can finally get the fans back in, but obviously fan safety. So. We'll see.
There's keeper Danny Bowness and what he had to say in regards to that performance. He was the difference, certainly in the first half, Jack. He made some fantastic saves. I remember there was one that went on onto the crossbar just behind you there. And how good is it to have a keeper like him, certainly with his experience he had last year, but he's got youth on his side as well.
Well, as he said, it could easily have been 4 or 5 in the first half if it wasn't for him, a little bit of luck and some good defending. So it's so important. It gives everyone confidence. It gives the back four the confidence to knock the ball back to him. They can take a few more risks. They can play their own game because they've not got to worry about a weakness behind them.
Certainly. And another player who came on and made a real difference, another youngster in Ajayi. How impressed were you with him, Jack? Because he was a player that you mentioned numerous times in commentary.
Yeah, I mean, Ajayi, he came on and he went to left wing, and I have to say I wasn't sure on it initially, but he came on and instantly just showed some quick feet and he whipped a ball across the box that no one was there, but it was an absolutely stunning ball in the box, and then from there he just went from strength to strength. He had a shot that was saved, a few more crosses that were just brilliant across the box, no one there again, but it's that intent to drive forward and that intent to make a difference on the game. And then he moved into centre midfield and that showed off his physicality a bit more. He was in a strong battle, and then he moved to left back, and then at the end of the game he was at centre back. So he's versatile. He's strong, and he's also an intelligent player as well, because he clearly knew exactly what he wanted to do with every single pass and cross that he was attempting.
He's a player that's growing on the pitch and a player growing off the pitch too, because he's not a fan of interviews, but he caught up with Jack a short while ago.
Kyle, a really intense game and probably a bit of a step up from the intensity we've had so far. What did you make of the game?
I thought it was good. Like, straight away coming onto it is good intensity. Like, coming on that left mid, it's something new, but you just got to prepare for the worst, really.
It's the first win of pre-season as well. Is that sort of a collective weight off everyone's shoulders?
It's a big weight off the shoulders. It builds a lot of confidence for the players, as we're all happy now, so yeah.
Obviously, we've gone 1-0 down in a couple of pre-seasons friendly before and not found the goals. What was different today? How have we sort of got back into the game?
I think we wanted it more. So, like, working harder as a team, like, our individual players working harder, wanting to actually win a game and go through with it. So yeah.
Do you think it's got something to do with the fact that maybe everyone's sort of getting to know each other now? People have played with each other. We're a brand new team and just sort of getting a bit of chemistry.
Yeah, actually knowing the players is a big difference. Yeah, because you want to know how they play individually, what's their like strongest foot and things. So like passing to them on the right side is a big factor, really.
And on a personal note, you came on at left wing, you dropped to centre midfield, you finished at left back. How's that been?
All over the place. To be fair, you just got to get used to it. Like, once you're in the game, you play the football game, so wherever you're put, you just got to get used to it and keep going.
And finally, the season currently due to start in a couple of weeks. How excited are you for that, and especially to have fans back as well?
Oh, buzzing. I feel like with fans back as well is a big factor. Yeah, but the actual season after a long time, good 8 months or so being out of football, coming back to it, you just got to be buzzing.
Yeah, well then, Kyle Ajayi, Jack, he was someone that came on against Torquay and showed what a force he can be, and he came on again today. How impressed were you with him?
Oh, he's done really well. Obviously, you caught up with Lee last week, and he said that he asked more from Kyle after the first couple of games. You know, talent's obviously there, and Lee's known that. That's why he's here. But he just wanted to see a little bit more, and yeah, like you say, came on against Torquay, some quick feet. He played really well, got the assist for the second goal, and today he's, well, like Jack said, he's played pretty much everywhere, and you'd say he's been the best player in that position everywhere he's played today.
For sure, and it seemed a little bit like deja vu again early in that first half, going behind as we did on Wednesday night. But the team showed real grit and determination to keep a foothold in the game, and we did have some good chances in that first half. Yeah,
I mean, I think I'm just trying to think of one in particular. There was one where, again, Ajayi played it into Bircham then moved it past his man, and then he whipped it towards the far corner, and Lewis tipped it away.
Yeah.
And Lewis tipped it away. It was really good. It was a good save, and then there was a lot of other shots that were blocked that looked like they were goal bound as well. So yeah, I mean, there was chances, and it was really end-to-end game. And I think in the end, Tudors deserved the win, to be honest.
But the man who just got into shot there was manager Lee Burcham, and as you can see, he's absolutely delighted with the win. And I caught up with him a short time ago, and here's what he had to say. Lee, a really good win against a great side from the National League North there. When they scored the first goal in the first half and we weren't able to convert the chances, do you think it was deja vu yet again?
Yeah, it's been that way a little bit. We've been creating a lot of chances, just not scoring, and the chances have been falling to the right people. You want them to fall to Matty and Dion and JJ and all these lads, but it just hasn't been going in. It hasn't been working that way. But brilliant today. They needed that, you know. And you think that the team we finished with, actually, there's probably 9 senior players injured or struggling, and lads coming in, trialists, throwing their bodies in the way. It was good, but they needed it, and they deserved it, because this pre-season we've worked ever so hard. You know, it's a new squad. There's no magic formula to it. You know, they are a group of lads that have been put together. And thrown together in some ways, and we know the characters of them. That won't be the question, but no, really pleased with that today, and I think they've all earned it. And a nice little couple of drinks or whatever they want tonight, because they've been nursing a few knocks, a lot of them.
When they scored that goal, sort of midway through the first half, he made a change immediately.
Yeah.
Was that a tactical change?
Yeah, that was the only one today, to be fair, that was tactical. Difficult, you get a lad that gets recommended. He was never going to play today. On the way up, 2 boys ill, unavailable, and it just changes things, and suddenly you think, well, he's a winger, so throw him in, but it wasn't for him. And part of management, sometimes you have to make a decision, and it can be cruel sometimes, but it was the right call to make, because Carl come on and was excellent when he was out wide on the left. But it's a horrible part of management, but you have to do the right job for the club.
I know today was very much a collective effort, but when Kyle did come on, you said he was immense there.
Yeah,
he really showed his power, his determination to win the ball, and I felt sort of when he came on, he was the person that sort of turned the tide for us.
Yeah.
Towards the end, going into half time.
Not just, he hasn't stopped growing either yet. He's 6'4" now. He's still growing. He's and he's a lovely kid. I've just been spending time with him now, talking through his game. And to be honest with him, I said, I don't know where to start, because you've played 4 positions today, all over the place, and it's just, he's a lovable lad. He is going to take a bit of work. He knows that. He's never played this level. And he does. He attracts injuries because of the way he plays and his physicality. But yeah, he was excellent when he came on, and fully justified bringing him on.
The rewarding factor going into the second half then was obviously Cookie got injured by the looks of it, which is obviously a blow. Yeah. But coming on in his place was Jake Evans, who scored that wonderful goal. Great goal, and probably that's what we haven't had in the last. Well, in the game so far, we haven't had someone with a quality to have a dig from outside the box. Jake's come on. You can sell. He's 3 weeks behind probably most of the boys in terms of his pre-season. Because he hasn't been with us. He's just come in today for the first time. But listen, he scores goals like that straight away. We got to consider him. But it wasn't just that. He was busy. He got tight in midfield. And he probably put 90 minutes into 45, which is what we asked of him. So yeah, really pleased. Great goal. It's what we needed. Got us on our way, and it was what the whole squad needed, to be fair. And lastly, I think Matty will probably look at his performance on Wednesday night and kick himself that he probably should have had a goal or 2, but today he was in the right place at the right time to get the winner. One thing I'm sure of, and that I've said it enough times, and Matty Bateman will score goals, and plenty of at this football club. It doesn't always happen straight away, but I will go on my whole judgment that Matty Bateman will score goals at this football club. He's got my full backing, he always will that way. It's just his all-round game. He's fantastic. I think it's an absolute coup getting him at step 2. I think he should be playing higher. So for Matty, that is a no-brainer. He'll score goals. And as long as he's getting chances, we're doing things right. When the days come that he isn't getting chances, then we need to look at it. But for me, Matty Bateman isn't even a question. He'll score goals here. Well done today. And
also, big mention Danny Bonus. I thought he was exceptional.
He was exceptional. Yeah.
He was. You don't want to talk about a win. Some managers probably get frightened of mentioning the goalkeeper when they get a good win, but he got us the win today in a lot of ways because he was fantastic. He's quite a lad. Probably don't like the praise, but fair play, Danny. He was brilliant today.
Well done today. We'll see you later in the week.
See you later.
There we are then. That's manager Lee Burcham, absolutely delighted with the team's performance, and he singled out a number of players in that interview there. But it was a real team performance today. Dogged, rode the storm because Brackley were on top for parts of that game. Jack, final words in regards to what you thought of the game and what that shows going forward.
Well, everyone wants to play now, but not only that, they want to play for each other. You see, we've had a few players go down with cramp this game, which maybe isn't the best thing, but if you were to put it on the flip side, it shows that they're willing to run. I've seen Matty Bateman today sprinting back and cover left back because Ryan Sellers has gone forward. We've seen Kyle not complain at all about playing anywhere. And if a bit of team chemistry, that's probably more important than quality. So if the team are willing to fight for each other and put the effort in they did today, we should be in good stead come the season.
And Jack, you were with us obviously last season,
Yep.
so didn't see too many wins, but you've seen one.
No, I think I saw one win.
Seen one today, albeit pre-season.
I think I only saw 4 goals as well. So anyway, that's 2 more goals. But yeah, I mean, I think what impressed me the most was I think that the team's growing clearly. I think Lee's getting his ideas across now. Clearly knows what he wants from the players, and I think Bateman pretty much summed it up because he missed chances today, but he kept working, he kept running, he kept trying, and there he was at the end to score the winner. Just being in the right place at the right time to head it in, and I just think it can only take positives from beating a side like Brackley, really, and we'll move on to the next game, and then hopefully the season gets going.
Let's hope so. Well, hopefully you at home enjoyed as much as the commentary as you could. It's not the same without you being here, but hopefully over the next few weeks we'll be able to bring you coverage like this. We go to Bedford Town on Tuesday evening, so hopefully you'll be able to join us there because fans are allowed in for that one. So until then, goodbye.